She says to me, thank you for keeping her earrings here in this world, by the way. She says,
I have those locked away in my safe. I don't even wear them.
She says to me, if you talk about the earrings, she's going to know that it's real. You just got the chills. That was your mother's soul that you just felt right with you. Right away, there's a couple souls that are trying to make their presence known. But first of all, your grandmother is here on the other side.
Yes, her mom.
She's here because she was right behind the two of you. And she's like, Matt, you need to let them know I'm okay. I'm okay. And right away, when I'm speaking to this woman, she's putting me back into her body and showing me some of the things that she dealt with here in this world. And when I connect with her, she first of all is showing me that she can breathe again on the other side when I'm speaking to her. Because here in this world, the moment I connect with her and the moment that she shows me visions of her life, before her passing, this got really bad. And she shows me about her having the inability to breathe here in the physical. And she keeps showing me her going, she says, Matt, please tell my family, I can breathe, I can walk, I'm fine, and I am with them. She goes, you need to let them know that right away because I need to come to you as her daughter. She tells me that you are trapped in the moment that your mom died here in this world. All you can think about was her taking her last breaths and how hard it was.
Yes.
And more importantly, your mom says to me, Matt, tell her I didn't want her to go through this much stress. I didn't want her to go through this much pain. She says, I watched my daughter go back and question everything. Do you know that your mom says to me that she wants to thank you so much for the love that you had given her here in this world? Your mother says to me, you need to stop questioning yourself because you keep going back and saying, what if I got her to the doctor sooner? What if I got her seen sooner? You keep thinking for some way that you could have stopped what happened with your mom.
Yes.
Your mother says to me, Matt, this was very aggressive.
Yeah, she was supposed to be on oxygen 24/7. And when they found her, she was laying with her hands up here and her feet on the coffee table, and her oxygen machine was far away from her.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this. When I'm connecting with your mother, she's telling me everything that had happened. And you notice, you guys, how when I do this reading, how your loved ones will talk about what's important. Like, I never know why your loved ones are coming through and tell me a certain thing. Like when I was connecting with your mom, the first thing that she was showing me is I felt it in my chest, and she keeps going, and she was showing me about all she dealt with here in this world. She says, the way that I lived life here in this world is I knew that I didn't have long here in this world. I didn't know how long I had, but I knew that there was one day that I might not wake up, she tells me. So your mom tells me the way that she combated this is she stayed busy here in this world. She says, Matt, she goes, I wasn't going to let illness stop me within my life. And she's going like this to me. She goes, I didn't listen to doctors. I didn't listen to doctors. And she's telling me, she goes, every time I went to the doctors, Matt, they used to find more things wrong with me. They always used to say that I wasn't doing this right, that right, the other thing right. She says, and Matt, she goes, it was so depressing, she says to me. She goes, every time I went, they wanted to change your medication. They wanted to do something new. She says, I felt like I just couldn't live my life.
Mm-hmm.
So your mother said to me, Matt, before I died, she goes, I took matters into my own hands. She says, I said, I'm not going to sit down on the couch. I'm not going to sit down in the bed. I'm not going to sit down in the chair. And when I'm connecting with your mother, right, even though she was supposed to be hooked up for oxygen for 24 hours, your mother says to me, Matt, that friggin' cord used to get wrapped in everything. Ask my daughter, how am I supposed to go to the bathroom with this on my head? How am I supposed to go to the kitchen with this on my head? I'm going to tell you right now, she's showing me her taking that oxygen off to smoke. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
I see your mother smoking out the friggin' window when I'm connecting with her, and then going back to the oxygen tank and putting that on for 10 minutes. She says to me this, the day that your mom died, right? She shows me that there was something else that was brewing in her system. It wasn't that her oxygen tank got disconnected. It wasn't that something had happened. There was something else that was going on. Because I'm going to be honest with you. And actually, I say I'm going to be honest, but it's actually your mother who's going to be honest. Because your mother didn't tell the truth here in this world when it came to her health. But you're going to know that in spirit, when I talk to them, your loved ones don't hold back, even if it's going to incriminate them, right? Here in this world. What your mother says to me is this, Matt. She says, when I was alive here in this world, I felt like I didn't need that machine. Yeah, there were times when I would go into these times when I would go into, she's telling me, almost like a panic. It felt like she was catching up with breath. But she says to me, there were many times when she would unhook herself. She says there were many times when she would get off of that when nobody was looking to do other things. She goes, I couldn't, she goes, Matt, you can't do everything. That's what she tells me. So I want you to know that when I'm connecting with her, your mother shows me that when she died, I think when I'm connecting with her, that she had a heart attack here in this world or had heart issues caused by an underlying infection. That's what I'm seeing.
Thank you.
But when I connect with your mother, I know, because it's really amazing being a medium, because sometimes I feel like a detective looking at everything, right? Your mother's telling me this. She says, Matt, she goes, you don't understand. My COPD it was constant, but it came in waves, she says to me. Where some days she'd be fine, where she really felt like she didn't need that machine all that much. And other days, I see her having to go and sit down many times because it felt like somebody was sitting on her chest. So I'm going to tell you what happened the day that your mother died. She had that situation happen where she was very busy that morning. She talks about getting up. She was trying to cook. She was trying to make things. She's telling me when I'm connecting with her that she was organizing the house. And then she's showing me when I'm connecting with her that she started to feel that pain within her chest. She went to go and sit down thinking that she was just going to catch her breath. She was feeling a heart attack. That's how she died. Your mom said, I made a mistake. She needs you to know that. And I really need you to know this because your mother's taking responsibility for the way she died. Not because she did anything wrong, but your mother says to me, she needs you to know. And I really need you to listen to this because she's making me promise. Like when someone says to me, it's important for your healing. Your mother's saying to me, Matt, you need to let my daughter know that if I thought that this was a heart attack or I was going to die, she would have called 911 or would have called you. Because she says to me that that's what's causing you so much hurt and pain. You're saying to yourself, why didn't my mom call me? Why didn't she call me? Why didn't she tell me that she was feeling sick? Because it happened all of a sudden, Matt, but that's how my COPD was. So please know that when your mom died, there was an underlying illness that was there that caused her to have this heart attack. She misinterpreted it. She thought it was her COPD. So for her to come through and say that she's fine and she can walk and she can move and she can do all these things, she says, Matt, I wish that my daughter could see me now. Because every day you watched your mom in this constant decline here in this world. And you tried to make her life easy. You tried to make her life better. But it was so sad because you felt like you were losing more and more of her every single day. Your mom says to me, you never lost me. I'm right there and with you. And I'm always and forever by your side. And she's bringing that through. She says to me, thank you for keeping her earrings here in this world, by the way. She says,
I have those locked away in my safe. I don't even wear them.
She says to me, if you talk about the earrings, she's going to know that it's real. Because Matt, she says, this is the one thing, and you just got the chills. That was your mother's soul that you just felt right with you. She says, if you talk about these earrings, she's going to know that it's me and that I'm there. But your mother tells me this, wear them. She says, my daughter, Matt, is so scared of something happening to them that you keep them in there. And your mother says, I want them to bring you enjoyment here in this world. Wear them. She says, I don't care if it's just for the holidays. Wear them, she says, because I was so excited for her to have those of mine. What she wants to let the two of you know is this. She says, even though I died, life still goes on. She says, because I got to see everything that I wanted to see here in this world. I got to be a part of your lives so much. And she says to me, I am there and watching over both of you. Enjoy the earrings. Know that I'm there and with you. And I am safe and at peace.
Thank you.
I really hope that this helped you today. Thank you guys for being here.